Episode 4. Maya's 5 a.m. hustle that led nowhere. These series are for anyone struggling to stay productive. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next.
In the last episode, I finally admitted something that was really hard to hear. Being busy isn't the same as being productive. My days were absolutely packed, but they were packed with chaos, not progress. So, I made a promise. I said, next episode, I'm breaking my day apart, piece by piece, and rebuilding it from scratch. And I meant every single word. Here we are. It's early, the sun's not even really up yet, and I'm sitting here with my digital planner open to a brand new, completely blank page. The title at the top says, Rebuild, My New Routine. I feel determined. I feel ready. I feel focused. But there's this one giant, glaring habit that I haven't really addressed yet. The one thing I thought was going to fix my entire life, my 5 a.m. routine. That same routine I've been trying to force for months. The same one that has never, not once, actually worked for me. And I'm realizing that before I can rebuild anything, I have to confront that truth. Before I can rebuild my day, I have to rebuild my expectations. And that starts with facing the hardest truth of all. I was building my entire routine around what other people, what the internet, said was productive, not what actually worked for me. I'm looking at my old schedule layout, and there it is, that repeating block, 5 a.m. wake up. I highlight it, and I just stare at it. Why do I keep doing this? Who am I trying to impress with this 5 a.m. thing? It's not making me feel good. It's not making me more productive. It's just making me feel like a failure before my day even has a chance to start. I flip back through my digital journal from the past few weeks, and the entries are just heartbreaking. I woke up late again. I feel like a total failure. Why can't I just be disciplined? Every single morning, I was waking up already defeated. What I didn't realize was that the problem wasn't my discipline. It was misalignment. I was trying to copy and paste a lifestyle that just didn't match my natural energy, my work schedule, or frankly, who I am as a person. I'm so tired. I'm cranky. And I've been pretending this whole 5 a.m. club thing works for me. But it doesn't. It really doesn't. I mean, why am I waking up at 5 in the morning if I don't even get anything meaningful done until 10? The whole morning is a blur. I remember dragging myself out of bed, barely awake, knocking over my water bottle on the nightstand. I'd try to do my morning journaling with my eyes half closed, the words just blurring on the page. I'd try to do a workout and find myself practically dozing off between reps. And that sacred deep work time? It was mostly just me scrolling on my phone, mindlessly, for an hour. My beautiful, color-coded digital planner just sat there, completely untouched. And that's the moment it finally hit me. My 5 a.m. hustle wasn't hustling anything. It was just performance. Later that day, I met up with my friend Cindy for coffee. If you know Cindy, you know she's just got it together. She's calm. She's organized. She's just glowing with this grounded, peaceful energy. Not in a perfect, unrealistic Instagram way, just real. She takes one look at me and says, "Wow, you look exhausted." And I just let it all out. I told her, I've been doing the 5 a.m. routine that everyone swears by, and I still feel so far behind. And then, Cindy just laughs. It was a soft, kind laugh. She said, "Oh Maya, I don't wake up early, at all." I just froze, my coffee cup halfway to my mouth. I said, You don't?" She just shook her head almost proudly. "Nope, I wake up at 7:30, sometimes 8. My jaw literally dropped. I had always assumed Cindy was a 5 a.m. person. She's always so on top of everything, so accomplished. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. But then how do you get so much done? This is when everything changed for me. Cindy set her cup down, looked me right in the eye, and explained her system. It was so simple, yet so revolutionary. First, she said, she uses time blocking. I give every hour of my day a job, she told me, so I never waste mental energy deciding what to do next. The decision is already made. Second, she does batch working. Mondays are for admin and emails. Tuesdays are for creative deep work. Wednesdays are for meetings. I group similar tasks together to protect my focus and my energy. And third, she has ruthless boundaries. I don't say yes to things that I know will drain me. I don't overload my planner just to look busy. And most importantly, I don't feel guilty about rest. I just stared down at my own overstuffed, chaotic planner, almost offended by how wrong I'd been. I whispered, more to myself than to her. So, productivity doesn't require waking up at 5 a.m.? And Cindy said the words that I will never forget. No, productivity requires knowing yourself. And just like that, I finally saw it. The 5 a.m. routine itself wasn't the problem. The idea behind it was. The idea that there is a one-size-fits-all formula for success. I had adopted a rule from hustle culture that didn't fit the life I was actually trying to build. Cindy summed it all up perfectly. She said, "The hustle is a cultural idea, not a personal truth. You don't need to wake up early. You need a system that matches your energy." And as she said that, I let out a breath I didn't even know I had been holding for months. It was a breath of relief, of freedom. The pressure was just gone. That night, I opened my digital planner again, but this time, it felt different. I wasn't trying to copy a template or force a trend. I was starting completely fresh, with myself as the foundation. First thing to go, the 5 a.m. alarm. I changed my wake-up time to 7 a.m. Why? Because I know I actually wake up feeling refreshed at that hour. It's my body's natural rhythm. Next, I designed my morning block. Instead of high-pressure, deep work, I scheduled in light tasks, like tidying up, making a good breakfast, and a slow, gentle start to the day. Then, I identified my peak hours. I know that my brain is sharpest and most creative between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., so that became my protected window for my most important work. No meetings, no distractions. And finally, my evening block. I had always tried to force a night hustle because I saw other people doing it, but it never worked. I was always too tired. So now, my evening is for planning the next day in a real wind-down routine. No screens, just reading and relaxing. I built a schedule with realistic time blocks. I incorporated flexible task batching. I created digital routines that actually matched my energy levels. And I scheduled in space for breaks, real breaks. This wasn't a punishment anymore. It was a rhythm. And it was the very first time I had ever built a routine for myself, and not for the internet. As I looked at my finished digital routine, I smiled. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't aesthetic. It wasn't what you'd see in a viral productivity video, but it was real. This finally feels like me. I closed my tablet, and for the first time in months, I felt hopeful. A new page in my planner is waiting. It's titled, Episode 5, My New Routine Tested in Real Life. Make sure you subscribe to see how I put this new routine to the test, and stick around to see what happens when real life inevitably challenges the perfectly planned day. Thanks for watching.